Welcome to the Eternia Archives weekly podcast. I forgot the intro. It's going to be that kind of day, guys. Welcome to the Eternia Archives gaming podcast, where we discuss topics of interest to our followers on social media and to our friends in Discord. If you would like to join our Discord channel, consider using the Discord link here in the chat box. Consider following us on our social medias and hanging out with us here on Twitch. Guys, I'm really messing this up today. So, Lane, why don't you talk for a bit?
Yeah, so what are we talking about? We have some gaming news topics to discuss. Then let's see, Anashi will do his ROM hack section. And then, do you not have one this week? I forgot.
Oh, that was actually going to use tonight to actually go through it.
Oh, well, you can still talk about one.
Anashi's going to talk about his thing.
Yeah. Because we swapped days.
Yeah, whatever it is. And then Nick is going to, for the battle table section, he's going to discuss the Battle Chasers Night War battle system.
Yeah, let's go.
That should be interesting. And then we'll go over our weekly poll and then talk about what we've been playing this week. Did I miss anything?
No, I think that's pretty much it. So,
Okay, cool.
You guys might have noticed, I set up something cool. If you type emotes in the chat, they'll show up on the stream. So, you can try it out. They'll be on the screen doing the stuff. It's cool. Alright, let's start off with some topics. Switch Plus. Switch Plus, what do you got? Pro, Switch, guys, I'm messing up everything today. Switch Pro, what do you guys think about it?
I'm looking forward to it. Though,
Yeah.
Though I don't play in dock mode, which I already benefit,
Right.
401k from that. But
Did they? I'm a little out of the loop on this one. Did they say that the 4K output would only go through the dock, or is the
Yes,
screen?
Yeah.
actually
the
4K?
screen's 720p.
Still.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got
But
it.
it's OLED.
OLED.
Yep.
Superior to not OLED.
Do we know who's manufacturing the screen?
Samsung.
Oh,
I'm
Probably
still on
be
the
pretty good
first
then.
version Switch.
They actually, I
Same.
read the article or something, and they had like a surplus of old like tablet screens or something that they weren't using anymore because they swapped to like a more flexible one. But the Nintendo wasn't going to use the more flexible ones for the Switch. And they're like, well, hey, we'll buy your surplus at a discount price for bulk, and whammo, then got a deal.
Yep.
But that OLED screen would look good mobile.
I think
I
it'll
would
look
like
nice.
that.
It'll be a nice upgrade.
Yeah, I just don't really. I just got my Switch, and I'm still enjoying mine. It runs perfectly fine and everything, so I probably won't go upgrading it. I never really played in dock mode, so
I mean, I never play mine in handheld, so
it's funny how everyone plays their Switch a little bit different.
yeah. I'm either like just laying in bed because I don't want to look at the TV or anything, and just I'll be on the couch with my girlfriend's while she's doing her Sims.
Yeah.
So
I think I'd probably am about 75% handheld, 25% docked with my Switch.
I think I've played it docked once, and that's
I got that beautiful Dragon Quest 11 Switch coming.
it's so cool.
Oh, nice. Is
I'm
that an
trading
import?
Yeah.
It is.
I'm trading my Diablo Switch up there for it. I have a friend who was going for one of every single Switch, and
Oh,
he
wow.
offered me the Fortnite Switch plus the new Mario Switch for the Diablo Switch, or the but I'm like, oh, I'd rather have this other one. So he's importing it from Japan.
nice.
Sweet.
Wow, that's cool. So, I mean, I think that if they release a good game to go with it, because we all agree that some games like Age of Calamity did not run that well.
No, it runs like shit.
Oh, come on. It's not that. Well,
It's pretty
not
bad.
that
I mean,
I
it's
played
not
the
great
demo and I was
either.
like, this is terrible.
But it should have more power, right? The new Switch will
Oh,
have
yeah.
more power, also not just 4K.
I don't know
it's
about-
supposed to have more power.
Yep.
Well, yeah, but what about portable is the thing? Will the power
No, it's supposed
be...
to have some portable power.
Well, I mean, you're not gonna just do 4K without adding extra power in general.
Yeah, I'm
True.
just wondering if it's like in the dock or something.
I'm curious
They
if
are going to put stuff in the dock.
is there going to be some dock hardware updates. I was curious if we would have to get a new dock to do the 4K, and
I'm guessing,
sounds
yeah.
likely.
But we'll
Probably
find
need
out.
some sort of booster.
They
through
probably
that.
won't. They'll probably announce it sometime. Just super sampling to 720. Oh, that's so funny. DLSS to 720p.
But
Nice.
yeah, it seems like maybe Breath of the Wild 2 is Switch Pro launch title.
Could be.
Oh,
It
Let's
seems like
just
that would
hope
be a
it's
good
not-
system seller.
Yeah.
It would suck if it was like Switch Pro exclusive.
right.
I kind
Exactly.
of doubt that they would do that. I think a lot of people would be really pissed off if they did
Oh, but they gotta sell it somehow.
Well, I mean, they put Breath of the Wild on the Wii U, so I'm sure it'll be.
that. Yeah, that's true. I think they maybe it will be a thing where there are Switch Pro exclusive games, but I doubt that Nintendo would make anything Switch Pro exclusive for a while. Like you're saying, Callie, they probably would have a Switch, like a normal Switch version, so they can still sell a lot of copies.
Yeah, you're probably right. Anyway, on to the next topic. What do I have here? So AMD is going to do some stuff like DLSS for the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. That's pretty cool. The
Can you
super
explain what DLSS is?
deep learning super sampling. So it will take an image at like 1080p and it will use AI super sampling without a massive tax on your hardware to give you much higher quality graphics. So it's like checkerboarding except way better.
And they were
so is it-
talking
so is
like
it-
that might be in the new Switch Pro to help
Yep.
get that 4K.
Yep.
So it's a software-based upscaling, not a hardware-based upscaling. Am I understanding that correctly?
Basically.
Okay.
It's supposed to help really offset the load or something.
It's like a firmware thing within NVIDIA's hardware.
Okay.
You have to have their newer cards to use it, so
Interesting.
yeah, it's pretty cool. So AMD is going to do something similar. We'll see how that turns out. But something that I'm sure Lane's going to love to hear. This is probably the one thing, when I saw it, I was like, wow, he's going to be excited. Tetsuya Nomura is no longer the director of FS7 Remake, Part 2.
Get out of here.
I was like,
Bye.
that's a pretty big shift considering he's got like all the big plot twists and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Hi,
So,
Felicia.
yeah,
Who is it?
exactly. Tetsuya Nomura is no longer the director. It's going to be Naoki Hamaguchi. Naoki Hamaguchi has made games such as hold on, let me go see what he made. Oh no, he made Final Fantasy 13 and 13 too.
Oh,
But I thought you liked
there we
those
go. A very
games,
linear
Golly.
game again.
I love those games.
I see in the article it says that Nomura will still oversee
Oh, he was
the
a
whole
programmer.
IP.
He was just a programmer.
So no true director.
Let's see.
So if Nomura is still that oversees the IP, he's probably still in charge of the direction of the game.
Yeah, he's probably overseeing everything right now. I think is
Yeah.
what the article read. Like.
Oh, okay. He was the Mobius Final Fantasy project leader.
Oh God.
Oh, jeez. No.
Yeah,
Why?
No.
yeah.
All right. We don't have to worry about that game anymore.
7 Remake Part 2, led by a mobile
Go into
director.
part
You
2
guys
with
have
zero
phones, right?
expectations.
Yeah,
You
All
guys
the
have
belts.
phones, right?
all the belts. Wait, is there a not like this emote? Yeah, there is a not like this. I'm gonna spam that just so we could have it on the stream. Not like this. That's appropriate, right? Okay, so we're gonna have the. Sorry, I really suck at this. There we go. Not like this. That's such a cool effect. I love it. Oh, look at this. It's so great. It's so cool. I love it. Okay, I'm done now. Let's on to the next topic. We've got Japan Studios disbanded.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. They've had some pretty good works. And
Yeah,
they've
like
helped out a lot.
they did some pretty big stuff. They did Gravity
Shadow of
Rush
the
Remastered.
Colossus.
Yeah, Astrobot Rescue, Astro's Playroom. I made that. Gravity Rush 2, Knack 2, Last Guardian.
Yep. They did the Ape Escape games.
They supported the Bloodborne
Yeah.
development.
They helped with Demon Souls production.
Yeah.
Now they've done a lot, but the thing is, it said that the team is not just fired; they are integrated with their other studio. So, and the studio lives on. It's just really integrated into other teams, which is, if you look at a lot of their stuff, it was a bunch of supporting roles
That's
that
true.
they played. So maybe they just like, well, we'll just take you on as part of the team.
So,
So if they're integrating with another team, did somebody buy the studio? I wonder.
Well, aren't they first party?
I think they're first party.
So
Oh,
they
they are.
just kind of went to the other Sony studios.
Okay, I got you.
Well, next topic. Don't forget to go buy your Mario 3D World collection because after this month, you can't buy it anymore.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
The Mario,
Oh, that's right. Oh,
Mario
yeah,
3D
that's right.
stars. Yeah, Mario
Limited
3D stars.
quantities.
I've got a spare.
Stupid.
I've got a spare, so when it shoots up in price, I'll resell it.
Yeah,
I don't
gave
even have a
mine to
spare.
my
I gave all
nephews.
mine away.
Oh.
I hope
Sorry.
Nintendo never does that again. It's
They're gonna do it
so
with the Zelda
petty.
one. They're doing it with Zelda.
Well,
Oh,
okay, they did it.
stop.
They did it with the. Oh, I put away my Wii collection. So on the Wii, when they had the Super Mario collection for the 25th anniversary, they did the exact same thing. But when they started bringing out the select lines, they brought it back.
Yep.
So we could see it again as a whatever budget titles that they do, because they do that with every system.
I see.
So we could probably see it again.
Got it.
If Nintendo likes money, they'll do it. But of course, a lot of things they do don't make sense. So I
Well-
don't think they do like money.
Well,
No,
that's the
I have
truth.
to say that this next topic, when I read about it, when I saw it all over Twitter this week, I was like, oh man. Oh, I bet that Rad and Lane and Nick and half of Discord's excited because the Elden Ring trailer leaked.
Which they said was a year-old alpha build. So, don't know how up to date that is, but it looks like
Yeah.
they were talking like it was going to be a cross-generation game. So
Makes sense.
Yeah.
it looks like a true Souls game. Like even the animations looks like they pulled a lot of their resources
Yeah.
from like past games.
Looked
But
like there's a section where you were riding a horse, which was kind of
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that. That was
it's
out of
looking
character.
more open, for like
Yeah.
a Souls game.
I'm
It-
excited for that game.
Yeah, combat looks very traditional for a Souls game, kind of, but I mean, it just looks.
I think I'm a
it's-
little more interested in what the story, if being that George R. R. Martin is a part of it, I'm interested to see if it's a little bit more story driven
Yeah,
than prior From Software games.
Yeah.
it's just I don't see them pulling away from that type of storytelling too much,
Oh, it's George R. R. Martin. I'm sure there's gonna be some changes.
I mean, they gotta
Interesting.
Oh,
gotta
that's okay.
capitalize on that.
Well, I didn't give you guys a link for this, but when Lane and I talked about it, kitty cat, what's the matter? Sorry, my diabetic cat wants attention. Valheim, like the biggest game to stream on Twitch. There's so many people playing it.
Oh God, I watched a little bit of it today.
There's so many people playing that game.
So what was the news?
Oh, it just that it exists.
Oh well,
I had never even heard of it until Callie
Well,
mentioned it
graphics
earlier.
look pretty
oh, they're
rough.
bad.
They are pretty rough. It's like 3D with Minecraft squares on it.
Yeah, but it's like it's so big. Like right now, I'm gonna go look at data because now that I know how to find data on Twitch, I'm like, oh, data. So
I
this,
just don't understand why it's bigger than Ark right now
yeah,
or anything like that.
Valheim. Valheim, currently, let me go look. Let's do last 3 days. Last 3 days, there are 37,000 average viewers, 2,400 average channels.
It's like the most popular thing on Steam.
It's stupid.
It's you got Vikings in a sandbox game. What's not to like?
Its average viewers rank is actually 14th. It's dropping. Over the last 14 days, it's actually a steady decline down. That's funny.
I remember seeing it on Steam as like most popular or something, and I played a lot of Ark in single player mode, and anything survival oriented, I'm just like, so how's it different from Ark?
Yeah, I was just gonna say what Kish just said in the chat. It's just a fad, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
And it'll
the
fade away.
big strip. That's like like Fall Guys. Like no one streams Fall Guys.
Right, it's dropped off. Everybody quit playing after that first month, pretty much.
Actually,
They
no,
tried
it's
out.
I can't believe it. The last 14 days, the average viewers for Fall Guys is still 4,500 people.
Average
What?
viewers, that's pretty good.
That's crazy. To Fall Guys.
I know my nephews love it. I let them play on my Switch a little bit, and they were like, "I want Fall Guys. I want Fall Guys." I'm like, "It's not on here."
Yeah, everybody wants Fall Guys as a
You
kid.
didn't buy it for him?
I didn't even know it was on. Is it on Switch?
It's gonna be.
Okay.
This summer, I think.
Anyway, that's all I've got for
They
topics
also
today.
got purchased by Epic Games.
That's all
Yo,
the news
yeah,
topics.
that's huge. They were purchased by Epic, which is it's crazy.
Sorry, what was that?
Fall
Epic
Guys was
Games.
purchased by Epic Games.
Yep, the developer.
Yep,
Oh, interesting.
yep.
Yep.
All right, well, that's all the news topics that are real. There wasn't a whole lot of news this week that was super interesting. Just a bunch of still can't buy PS5, still can't buy Xbox. I got mine. I don't know how. I still don't know how I got one, but
I posted today. They were like available for a while today.
yeah, I saw
It's fine.
that.
They didn't sell out immediately. They were like, it was like a half hour before they sold out.
I like
Holy
Hope's
crap.
comment. Did you see that? Now we know how to get rich and live lavish. Develop a meme game and get Epic to buy you out.
This is
That
true.
is true.
Let's get on it.
Yeah. Develop something, sell it, and revoke all responsibility to maintain it, and walk away with your hard-earned money.
Seems legit. All right,
I know
so
those guys. What wasn't that like their first big game,
yeah,
and like pretty much blew up overnight simply because it was like free on PlayStation
Yeah.
Plus.
oh, Cold Steel 4 on PC next month.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Was it April 9th? I think. For
Forget.
Switch too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Switch is coming too.
Uh,
So are
Enjoy
all the
your
Cold Steels on
100-hour
Switch?
game.
yeah, it was really long.
So are now all the Cold Steels going to be on Switch now?
No, the first two are from Xseed. They'll never come
That's-
over.
Oh,
Japan
that
only,
sucks.
right?
Yep.
For the first two.
Just like the Crossbell Saga.
Yeah, because in Japan, Xseed is not the one who did 1 or 2.
Right. It's just
So-
Falcom.
Yep.
And
Speaking
we'll never
of-
get the translation for it either because it was Falcon.
Oh my god. Can we talk just a minute about Kuro no Kiseki? Because they revealed the battle system this week.
Why?
That's
What
news.
game's that?
Why?
It's the
sequel.
sequel. It's the sequel to Hajimari no Kiseki, which is a sequel to Cold Steel 4.
It's the
Oh.
sequel to the end of Saga.
It's the
It's just saying Cold
Calvard
Steel-
arc, right?
Or-
It's the next Trails game after the next Trails game. Yeah, it's
That we'll get in 2024.
yeah, it's action combat.
Why?
They said that you could switch to like traditional. I guarantee they're gonna screw it up. I guarantee it.
You
Like,
said like
Ease, Falcom. Listen, Falcom. Ease is your action game. Trails is your turn-based game.
Leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
right. It could be good though. It could be good.
Well, but I don't want it. I don't want action.
If it's anything like Final Fantasy VII's remake, turn-based system, then I don't want it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you guys
Eric
see?
made a good point. We were talking about it in Eric's Discord, and Eric made a good point. Like, other than Persona and Dragon Quest, like, how many AAA turn-based series are there anymore?
There's none. That's it.
No.
I mean, SMT, if you consider Persona and SMT in the same category, but like, there's
Right.
nothing else.
No.
Dragon Quest.
Sad times we
Persona.
live in.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It mixed. I mean, Yakuza, like a dragon, that's now turn-based. They're gonna be turn-based moving
Yes.
forward.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
love that one.
Yeah, they
Like
are.
action.
Oh yeah, this sold really well. They're gonna keep
Yeah.
it.
I think it did better than some of their past entries.
Yeah, it's
even.
super popular, Inashi. They're gonna keep
Yeah.
it.
Have you?
Hmm.
If you've watched Kylie's stream, it's literally got some moments that will make you laugh out loud.
And I was like sad. Like I started the game yesterday up, and there's this quest where you meet this girl that you saved like 20 years ago before you were in prison, and you go on a date, and like you find out that she's not there, and you're just like hallucinating, and you get depressed. I was almost about to cry. It was so sad, because it's sad, real
Yeah,
sad.
there's some real life moments that hit hard in that game.
Yeah, like Bubble Man. Oh god, the Bubble Man. And there was this thing yesterday where there was these statues, this really dumb mascot that you had to pick up, and the fake ones exploded when you press the button.
Sorry, I don't know Bubble Man, and when I think of real life moments that hit hard, it's hard to put Bubble Man
all right, Bubble
in the
Man.
same sentence.
I'll find it and I'll go link it in the Discord. You guys go ahead and talk about the next topic.
Is that all the news? I think
That's
about it.
everything. Yeah.
So I guess I'll go ahead with my battle table then.
Yeah, do the
Go for
thing.
it.
Let's go.
Okay, Battle Chasers Night War was originally a Kickstarter game. It's done
Amazing
by
game.
yeah, I love it. Its lead character designer was Joe Madureira. I could be butchering that name, but he also did some X-Men comics before he got into games, pretty much, and he had his own series called Battle Chasers that he drew and everything. It was pretty good, and then he got into games and kind of sat down for a bit, and he worked on the Darksiders games and helped with some of the designs there. And then when Visual Games went dispersed, he kind of went off on his own with Airship Syndicate. And Battle Chasers Night War was their first game,
So,
but it got over $850,000 from Kickstarter,
wow.
and I picked it up because I saw it was $5 on the PlayStation Network, and I
Oh, you
was
played
like,
PlayStation 1?
Nice.
yeah, and I was like, Battle Chasers, this will be some cheap indie game rip or something. And I'm like, man, these graphics are awesome. I just got my HDR TV and everything. And I swear those colors pop when you watch
Do you want me
it
to
on
open the trailer?
HDR TV. Yes, if you would.
Okay.
It's
We'll
got
do the
some
thing.
really cool character designs done by Joe. And yes, it's on everything now. for good reason. The combat is what really shines, though. Characters say some pretty cool
Okay.
one-liners and stuff, and
Here we go. I'll just cover me. It's fine.
oh well, characters do some pretty cool one-liners and stuff, but the real focus is on the action. You have like a hub town you visit, gear up and stuff, do a couple side quests in this overworld. But the main thing that you do is you go through these procedurally generated dungeons. And in each individual battle, you have a reserve of energy that you can pull from, like MP for skills or something. But for every attack that you initiate, depending on the ability, gives you a certain amount of overcharge. And you can store this overcharge for the battle or save it to a certain threshold, depending on the character. But you can use this overcharge to use with special abilities. Say, Garrison, the main sword wielder in the game, you attack with him twice, he gets about 40 overcharge. He also has like a Warcry Warblade ability, and you can expend all that overcharge up for one massive attack. And you can stack that with the buffs and everything of different characters and make him deal like hundreds of thousands of damage in late game. It is crazy some of the builds that you can do in that game. And one of the greatest things to me about it is the perk system for the game. uh, you can find these coins from dungeons and stuff, side quests, and you can turn them in at a merchant in the hub town called Harm's Way. So you go to Harm's Way if you ever want to like get anything. It's pretty hilarious, but it's a lot of tongue-in-cheek humor in the game, and every dungeon's different, but you turn in these coins and stuff that you get to this merchant at the hub, and you can get skill books. You gain some perk points whenever you level up, but every time you do, you
Do you want me
get
to put
these
the other video
perks.
up?
Yeah,
Okay.
you get these perks that you can stack pretty much however you want. You have two skill trees pretty much, but it's if you have the points, you can go ahead and get like the final ability usually. And for however many points you put into one of the skill trees, you get like overall passive bonus. Like you retain or start with 15 overcharge at the start of every fight. And it really lets you kind of pick and choose what abilities you want to specialize in. Some of the perks speci- specify a single ability and like buff it. Say you have a Calibretto, he is your healer slash could be tank or a heavy damage dealer. It's really however you want building, but he has a cleanse ability that removes the negative status effects from your party. If you pick a certain perk, then it will also give like a slight buff to your overcharge or something. And it's been a while since I played the game, but I platinumed that game, which requires two playthroughs, and you can make some crazy builds in that game, and you can pretty much break it if you go down a certain route. Say you've got Gully, the little girl, she's got the gauntlets of her father that make her a tank, and she can taunt. Very important to taunt. You find that out very early on. This was actually the game that really taught me about taunts. And it draws all the attention to her. But the thing is, taunts only last so long. It's got you'll figure out like a routine for your skills of every battle, ones that work in a certain order to give you the best results, and you kind of have to follow it, otherwise you're going to feel the consequences. uh the final boss really stacks on some buffs and debuffs and really makes you pay attention to everything that's going on in the game, and it's got a great system where you can just uh I think it's L2 on the PS4. You can just stop the combat and look at each individual buff, calculate your next move, and plan out accordingly.
I've never tried this, but it looks really fun.
That's fun.
Yeah, yeah. I give it like a 8 or a 9 out of 10, and if you can get it on sale, it's one of the best little downloadable games.
Oh boy, that's bad to stream. Okay.
Yeah, I'm tempted to go back and revisit it, but I've beaten that game twice, and on New Game Plus, it unlocks the legendary difficulty for the dungeons. Each dungeon is procedurally generated, kind of. It picks from like a multitude of rooms and uh, puts them all together in a randomized fashion. But it always has like some preset rooms that are made, and they are like handcrafted. Each one has like some way of interacting with it, and the dungeons have traps that you've got to avoid. And while you're in the dungeons, each character has a set amount of uses that they can do for hope. Gosh.
Yeah. Hope.
I couldn't help it. But I give it a 9 then, Hope. I give it a 9. Uh
That's pushing it hard.
yeah, I love
We're gonna go
that
have to
game.
consult Metacritic on this.
It's a fantastic game, looks great. It's like every little room is handcrafted to interact with,
Oh
but there are
boy.
traps and stuff to look out for. Uh each character has a set amount of uses to use in the dungeon while they're exploring. You've got to use them beforehand and make sure you say avoid the enemy's damage, avoid the enemy seeing you before you initiate the battle,
All right,
and it'll
this
give you
this is
certain
important.
perks.
We're gonna pause this. We're gonna switch over to Metacritic real quick. As you can see, it's not great scores there.
Well, it's a very battle focused game, but
I mean, the Xbox One version, it got 84. So that's the definitive edition, but boy, that PS4 edition you played, that is just
oh, it looked fantastic.
I don't even know. Like is that even worthy of discussing?
Yeah, like that's a certified blunder. Like,
Yeah,
why are we
it's
even
terrible.
talking about this game?
Yeah, what's going on? Okay, I'm
I'm
done
out.
now.
You and your Metacritic.
It's a joke, Enashi.
And
Yeah,
gets
you're a
it-
joke.
The game looks fun. Like just watching the video of the combat, it's really cool.
and you can get Cloud's Buster Sword in the game, pretty much. So
Sweet.
Yeah.
I played this on it was on Game Pass. Maybe it still is. I played it for a little bit on
Probably.
there.
It's
But I don't
to
have
me it
Game
was
Pass anymore.
addictive. If you like one-liners and some heavy action focus, you can really just break that system if you get into it.
I like that it has a turn order. That's good.
Yes, and you need it to
Yeah.
help plan things out. Like there's one character, if you get like a certain amount of their boost or whatever charged up, there's like a special ability that they can use individually, and it can turn the tide of battle. It can be a full team heal for Calibretto, the golem that you see in the video, or for one of the mages in the party, it gives them 3 turns back to back, which I use that as a last ditch effort, threw everything I had at the final boss and came out alive. So it offers some really intense battles, but you can set the difficulty however you want, because before you enter each dungeon, you choose what level, like easy, normal, hard, and legendary. Legendary unlocks on New Game Plus, but depending on the difficulty, chooses, or it allows the rarity of rewards. So if you choose the hard, you can get epic gear, and on New Game Plus, it allows you to unlock legendary. So it lets you like max your characters even higher. but it's very focused on the action combat and makes you really think about each individual attack. Even if it's not a special skill, it can be used to charge that overcharge meter and allow for a combo later down the road. Say Garrison has two choices from like a basic attack. One offers for more damage up front, the other offers for a bleed stack, which does damage over
So
time and
sorry to
offers.
interrupt. I have to go AFK for a minute. My cat's like really sick, so
Okay.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay. Uh Anyway, and the bleed stack does damage over time, but it also grants 20 overcharge. So that allows you to stock up for the Warblade ability or Warcry, whatever it's called. And just you can focus on that being your main damage output. Then you have your taunt to make sure that he doesn't take any attack because Garrison a lot of times is what you call a glass cannon. One hit and he's done, but he can blow the enemy to smithereens once you land a hit. Uh, so it's all about the party dynamic. One with buffs or heals, and then one for the taunting and aggro. So it really kind of focuses on some of the MMO aspects, but in a turn-based fashion. And it's great combat, great party dynamics, character design, uh, very well balanced. If it just forces you to pay attention to what's happening, your buffs, debuff, stacks, and your gear plays an important role as well. So
I like it when RPGs, turn-based RPGs in particular, or implement some sort of taunt mechanic. I think it makes
yes,
for a lot of fun
it makes a lot
combinations.
more controlled.
Yes, instead of them having like just randomly like just taking out
Like,
your
please
glass
don't hit my
cannons.
little guy.
Yeah, seriously.
It allows for a lot more specialized builds. So,
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
but they teased a trailer, not a trailer, but a picture of the newest edition for the comics that the series is based off of. So hopefully he'll start the game back up soon because I am patiently awaiting a sequel.
They are supposed to like. I remember after I beat the game, I was trying to when it came out on the Switch. I played it right after it came out on the Switch and beat it, and I was looking up the guy and the developers and stuff like that, and they said they are working on a sequel.
Sweet.
Yeah, just they're also in charge of the Ruined King game for League of Legends. It's the first, I think it's single player RPG based on the League of Legends. So it's going to be kind of outside the norm for League of Legends, but I'll be interested to see what they do with it.
Huh.
Airship Syndicate is also the ones that developed Darksiders Genesis, which is not a bad game. It's just kind of a
Diablo clone.
yeah,
The
it's
Darksiders Diablo clone.
nah, it because it doesn't have the loot, and I feel like I don't know, it is very much of the same Darksiders formula applied to a just different perspective. Really, there isn't a whole lot that sets it apart from the Darksiders series. It feels like a traditional to me, just a different perspective.
Basically just isometric Darksiders.
Yeah, and with a few stat they have a way that you can mess with your stats a little bit in the game, but it's not essential really on a normal playthrough. You can still beat the game without it. It's just plays like a traditional one pretty much.
My battery's dying on my Switch. How can I play Bravely Default 2?
Oh no.
If only you could dock it.
And I can't play it with the screen.
Get if you have a USB cable, plug it into your computer, semi-charge it, trickle charge it.
Somewhere.
I got to thinking the other day, how does a Switch Lite charge? I'm sure it's got a plug-in.
Do what?
I was
The
wondering,
Switch
like, how-
Lite,
yeah,
probably. I bet it has. I don't have one, but I'm guessing it has.
It's probably got a
Right.
USB port. on the
USB
bottom.
cord.
yeah, that's what I
Some sort.
figured. USB-C. Yep, that's what I figured.
I never opened up my Switch Lite yet.
Is that all you had for the Battle Chasers, Nick?
Yeah, it's been a couple years since I revisited the game, but it has a very good feel to the battle system, and like I said, the park system is probably where it shines because there's different levels of the parks that you can invest, but let me see if I can pull up. Here's a good picture. I'll put it as my background, but it lets you invest at some of the top tier points pretty much right off the bat and stuff if you just save up enough for it. And it really lets you build it however you want. And then you
It
can
was,
respec it at all the time.
Did any of you guys play Kingdoms of Alamar Re-Reckoning yet?
No.
Oh,
not
that's
yet.
supposed to come out for the Switch, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's all out now, isn't it?
Oh, it is. I knew they were gonna make a Switch version, but
What about the DLC? Did it drop?
I thought it was supposed to be everything on it. They're making DLC for it.
Yeah, they're making DLC for it
Hmm.
as an expansion. It had everything on it that came out originally, but they were making new DLC for the game. Okay. It's my background. And for the skill trees. So you've got like two different parts, two different ways that you can really specialize, but each little perk is for a lot of times they'll specify a certain skill and they'll maybe add 2 stacks of bleeding instead of 1, or maybe give you if you have 15 overcharge, you'll carry over to the next battle, or you can use an extra 15 overcharge for the Warblade ability if you're using Garrison. That way you can charge up for an even bigger hit. So it really lets you build however you want with a lot of customization, and there's some passive boosts in there too to help your characters. It's just a very good system in my opinion that allows you to respec at all times at no cost, and it just lets you really test out the combat system. Say you've got Red Monica, she's the thief in the group, and she can
She's got
hit.
boobs.
Yes, she has those. Very well endowed, but
fan service check.
yep. One of the key selling points for the comics. But she can hit the enemy with a bunch of random debuffs with one of her skills, and she just kind of stacks them for one of her builds. But she can also be an evasion tank. If you stack her skills just right, she becomes a tank that can taunt not as much as Gully, who is your main usually, but she can taunt, I think, 2 turns instead of 3 as opposed to Gully's, and she can pretty much inflict a bunch of debuffs or status elements in the meantime and just waylay them with some damage in addition to one of your glass cannons or something. So that's a different party dynamic that allows you to really focus on damage.
I'm back, guys.
Your kitty okay?
You convinced Hope. You convinced Hope to buy it when she said there was boobs.
So, for those of you that don't know, my cat's diabetic, and the new insulin we have him on has really been up rough on his tummy. So,
Oh yeah, that is definitely true.
yeah. So, John ran downstairs. He's like, "Hey, I need your help. It's bad." I'm just like, "Yeah." So, my poor little guy. I gave him some dry food. Hopefully that'll help. Anyway, I'm back. Hi. Hello. What I miss?
Welcome back.
We just pretty much talked out.
We're talking
the,
about boobs.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that too.
okay, cool.
Yep. And Mr. Hope Man is now willing to spend his hard-earned money on the game.
Well, speaking of, the game that I just bought, the Clutches edition, you guys ready for the Metacritic on this? Are you ready?
No,
No.
more heroes.
No one's
What
ready
game
for
now?
that.
61.
Oof.
Oh
For
god.
Neptune.
Can't
Wow.
spell nope without nep.
It's a music-based hack and slash game, right up Callie's alley.
Now wait a minute, isn't there like a fan service tax that
Oh,
we can
there's a
apply?
massive tax.
Oh,
There's at least
God,
29
yes.
points for that.
Yeah, Jesus.
Actually, no. The looking at
Nep
the
is
game,
all about the fan service.
I'm excited for it. It came with a vinyl.
You can't have.
You own a record
nep.
player?
I know.
Without-
I hate vinyl. I think it's inferior music quality.
I agree.
I just gained a lot of respect for you, Einashi. Like, even more than I already had.
Like
Like 20
bitrate matters,
points.
and
20
20
Bitrate
points.
matters, and a big black circular disc with grooves in it does not have much bitrate.
That is true.
Fact. Okay, alright, I'm done now. Go ahead.
But you can't spell nep without nope.
Yeah, you
Or
can.
nope without nep.
That's right.
Yeah.
I've got a 10th anniversary poster right in front of me. It looks really cool. It's adorable. Their stuff's gotten more and more chibi.
I bought Mega Dimension Neptunia V2. It's like VII, but it's like V2.
That's called 7.
No.
What?
Yes, it's V2. I'm sure Hope knows what I'm talking about, but it's like the
Victory
sequel.
2.
Victory 2. See?
Vinyls
Yeah.
are 25 kilohertz of low quality trash. Yeah, 25 that's garbage. Such garbage.
Anyway, I bought it for $7 off eBay. I beat Fairy Fencer Advent F, and I enjoyed the game for $5. Got the plat, enjoyed the game, and it's not bad. But I picked up Neptunia. I tried it, and I turned it off after 2 hours and sold it on eBay for 30.
Well,
And never regretted this decision. So
well, this newer one looks really cute. It's got lots of idols and stuff. It's a music-based hack and slash.
they're cute, but they're just not fun.
Well, I'll play it next week, and you guys can watch me play it.
Okay. Kali plays hot trash, so you don't have
That's
to.
right. Haven't had an episode of that in a while. I should have titled the stream that Callie plays hot trash, so you don't have to. Okay.
You've done the world a great service.
Yes.
And that's Advent F, I do believe.
Yeah, Fairy Fencer.
No, that's F, Advent Dark Force.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of nonsense words.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Yes. And a physical copy is going for more than download at MSRP now. So
I have it. The physical.
yeah, I do too.
Cool. So, how's Battle Chasers? You guys like it? It looks fun. I'll have to try it eventually.
It's it's a Kickstarter game, and I wouldn't say it's like a full-blown title, but for what it is, I had a lot of fun with the game.
Well, Bloodstained was a Kickstarter title, and it's one of the greatest Metroidvanias ever made.
And I have that sitting in the backlog. So.
That's a good game.
It's really the physical copy of Battle Chasers for the Nintendo Switch is only like $20.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a really
It's
cheap
a
game.
cheap game. It's a cheap game. I would recommend picking it up.
Is there a
If you
tax in it? So it
don't
can't
think
break
so.
that 90 Metacritic. Okay.
No. Monica is the fan service, but that's it.
Cool.
Good game. I picked it up for like $5, I think, and platted it. Great game, in my opinion.
I will have to
Especially
try it
for the
out
price.
sometime.
It's great for people that love to like min-max and everything, and like cheesy one-liners with some pretty cool character design.
There's Gozu. A wild Gozu just appeared.
Oh.
Cool. Well, should we move on to Inashi's?
Inashi's
section?
Retro Corner. Inashi, you got any retro stuff for us today?
No.
Nothing?
No.
Makes me sad. Okay, well,
I would like to talk to you about Excite Bike on the Game Boy Advance.
okay, let's go.
It's Excite Bike on NES, but it's on the Game Boy Advance.
Wow, tell us more.
You ride a motorcycle and you go up ramps.
So it's like Trials.
Is it like one of those Trials games
Oh yeah, just like
where you
Trials.
lean forward and
but
backwards?
it's like Trials crossed with Dark Souls.
Do explain.
It's trash.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, sorry, I did not even. I was supposed to do stuff tonight.
Well,
Wow.
Next week will be somewhere around here.
Did you find any rare finds this week, Ain?
A bunch of movies. I
Oh,
bought
yeah.
111 movies. Oh, and this.
Please hold.
please wait.
Ain is digging through his treasure
That's a
trove.
lot of Super Nintendo
Ooh.
games.
Ooh.
It's bulk, isn't it?
That's
Yeah, I mean, there was
nice.
actually some good things in here too. Lagoon is in here. Dennis the Menace, Primal Rage,
Bulk,
Pilot Wings. Come on,
bulk,
got Shaq
I
Fu.
played Pilot Wings.
bulk.
There's a lot of good stuff here.
50 copies of Madden.
No, actually, okay. If you've seen the video, because I did put a video out about all the games, I would say there's only about 25% of our sports games.
Okay.
So there's a pretty good ratio.
Well, I guess we could talk about the weekly poll that Rad put up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Rad.
Yeah, Mr. Rad.
Rest in peace, Rad. You will be missed.
So his
He's not
poll,
dead, guys.
Lane, do you want to read it off?
Sure. Rad's poll was: you get to play one of these games right this instance. Which one would you choose? The options were Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart,
That's my
Horizon
vote.
Forbidden West, Kena Bridge of Spirits, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Remake, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, Monster Hunter Rise. And it looks like we had a tie between Pokemon Legends Arceus and Horizon Forbidden West with
Yeah.
Is it
votes each.
Intergrade? Is that just is that part 2 or is that
That's
just
it.
the DLC thing?
It's the intermission.
Intermission.
Oh. Okay, who cares?
It's Yuffie.
Yeah.
I care so much. I'm so excited to play Yuffie. Her good,
It is
her Moogle
Yuffie.
outfit's adorable. I want it.
They had to put Yuffie in there so that you would pay more money.
I'll pay it. I'll buy it right now. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I just bought a 61 Metacritic game. Let's go.
Well, you play Hot Trash, so we don't have to.
That's right. It's a thing on my channel. I voted Kenna. So I put the same question over on my Twitter. And Kenna and Arceus were tied with 30.4% of the vote with 23 votes.
Wow.
Well,
So if you combine those two polls together, Arceus wins.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm excited for RCS just because it's something different.
Yeah, I'm real excited.
I agree.
It's something different.
Somebody voted for Horizon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, guys, wow, guys, we got a raid. Got a raid. Drew raided us.
Good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at that.
That's so cool.
Mr.
Awesome.
Drew Bearded.
Well, welcome.
So
He's got a
awesome.
sad beard
Jesus.
compared to.
Just-
Awesome.
Just so many emotes. Oh my goodness. Oh my
All
goodness,
over
so
the
much.
screen.
Good.
I can't even
Great.
see.
Welcome.
Welcome everybody.
to-
This is the Eternia
the
Archives podcast. We are a RPG podcast. We usually go every Saturday. Today we decided to try out Friday. And look, we get to meet all you awesome people. So why don't we introduce ourselves to all our new viewers? Lane, why don't you start us off?
I am the Laninator. You can find me on YouTube as the Laninator. I'm also on Twitch at HemiDodge426.
All right, Nick.
I am Nick with Heat Haze Gaming on Twitter and Twitch. It's HeatHaze_gaming. So I play a bunch of old school RPGs and some new. So
Awesome. Hey, Nashi?
Hey, Nashi. I don't game.
Yeah, you do.
Ignore
Nice.
the background.
Yeah, the 4,000 games in the background, ignore those.
Yeah.
Thanks, Charwing, for the follow. Sorry, our bot's messed up today. I don't know why. It's not showing that. I'm sorry. I'm Callie, obviously. Callie Chronicles. I'm on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. You can find me all over the place. All over the place, yeah. So we're a JRPG focused podcast. So, thanks,
Should I-
Robin DeGraves.
should I share my COD account?
Do it.
Yes.
Do it.
Okay.
Yes.
Do it.
Okay. And let me just, get to my settings.
Yeah, thanks for the follow, Robin DeGraves. Again, sorry for the bot not working. Drew Bearded coming in with the raid. I'm gonna see if I can fix the bot, find out what's going on. What's going
Drew
on?
Bearded
in this
is an
bot?
entertaining stream just because he has the Nyla cam.
He's got the what?
Puppy cam.
What
He's
is
got
that?
a puppy cam.
Oh, nice.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I like to talk to you guys. So yeah, we are a JP.
How about the giveaway? The giveaway. Perfect time.
JRPG focused group, and so a lot of the best JRPGs is actually on the PSP, and this was donated. This PSP in the box has been donated by Rim Reanimated. She just said hi everyone, and it includes a PSP case and a game, Untold Legends. But to make it even sweeter, we're including some games in here, like Fat Princess Fistful of Cakes,
Oh, yeah. Fistful of cakes.
Puzzle Quest,
Yeah.
Final Fantasy Tactics,
Let's go.
Lord of the
Do it.
Lights,
Let's do it.
Medieval Resurrection,
Yeah. Resurrect the Medieval.
Star Ocean First Departure,
That's a good game.
and then a couple loose games of Final Fantasy Dissidia, Final Fantasy Crisis Core, and the movie The Punisher, because I didn't want to throw it away. And to be able to enter into this contest is
You can
Join
win
our
this,
Discord.
guys. You can win.
you join our Discord, and we have a chat bot on there. So if you get to a certain level, you have to be level 5, which is like 30 to 40 messages chatting. You'll be able to enter into the contest. Now, once we hit 100 members inside our Discord, minus bots, and every entry that every level that you are in our Discord, you get 1 entry. So if you're level 5, you get 5 entries. If you're level 23, like Gozu, you get 23 entries. And the contest will start 1 week after we hit the 100 member mark. And then we'll do a random giveaway for this goodness right here.
Yeah, it's awesome. You can win that for free. Just gotta be here and do the stuff. Yeah, it's pretty great.
Some days I wish I wasn't a member of the podcast, and to get that, it would be one of them.
How dare you?
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
dare
Yeah,
I
you?
we're
mean,
not
what?
eligible
I mean,
for
what?
it.
We can't win. But you guys can win. You can win.
So yeah, check our Discord out, and yeah, we're at 70 maybe, or 60 or 70 people, somewhere around there.
Somewhere around
So
there.
we're getting close to it.
And
There
I'm
you go,
just
I
gonna
just
go
put it in.
ahead and put my COD account up there. If y'all want to drop, just look me up at 420 Lint Liquors Anonymous. Hashtag your mom likes minors.
420,
I can't.
420 lint liquors.
Ignore
that's
Nick.
great.
He yeah, he ate a lot of glue as a kid.
I've had a lot of Red Bull.
Yeah, I don't know why the Streamlabs bot didn't show you guys following, but Charwing, Robin of Graves, thank you for the follow. And Drew, thanks for the raid. Thank you guys for stopping by. All right, where were we?
Absolutely.
Drew Bearded just joined our server.
He did. Oh,
Welcome, Drew.
Ah.
Yes.
I'll go update his rank so he can actually do stuff.
Yeah, so that was the weekly we just went over the weekly poll. And yeah, like we said, we got one more vote for Horizon Forbidden West while we were talking.
Oh, snap.
It's officially the tiebreaker if we're not considering your Twitter votes, Callie.
Well, looks like everybody's excited about Horizon, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, the
When
welcome.
the
Is
first
that
one.
supposed to come out?
Oh, my welcome message got messed up. It's so funny, I copied it where Hope was like, hey Callie, the welcome message requires an amendment, and I didn't take out the part that says that. I'll go fix
snap.
it.
Hope just voted for Arceus. We are at a tie again, ladies and gentlemen.
All
Who
right.
will prevail?
I'm gonna go
Only you can decide.
I'm gonna go fix the welcome message. I feel so stupid. I didn't even proofread it. I was just like, yeah, done, let's go. Okay, where were we? What are we talking about?
I got an evader. Dozer.
Oh.
Little man.
He's got a dozer.
Ooh, sweet.
Ooh.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so we didn't talk really about these results on this poll, though.
No.
No.
I'm actually surprised that only 2 of us are excited for Kenna.
I'm
I'm excited for it, but it's not at the top of my list.
Right.
Those
I
are some
think
pretty heavy
Horizon's-
contenders.
I mean, nobody voted for Final Fantasy VII Intergrade.
Why?
wonder
It's just
why.
DLC.
Yeah, just the same. Yeah, it's just the PS5 version of Final Fantasy.
Let me
VII.
see. I
Who
bet
cares?
Lane Wolf voted for Monster Hunter. Yeah, of course he did.
My most anticipated would be Ratchet and Clank for now.
So are
but
you going to actually get a PS5?
eventually, when things are
When you can actually
available.
get one for MSRP,
You can today. It was up for like half an hour at Best Buy.
Yeah.
gotta be fast.
I know she posted about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I mean, a
I
half
also
hour,
didn't
and I
see it.
posted right when it came out.
Nice.
On Discord. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just like Arceus. I never played Horizon Dawn, or was it?
Zero Dawn.
Or yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn. I never played it. Maybe someday if it comes out on the Switch, I'll play it.
That's a tall
Or
order.
the new PlayStation Portable, or whatever it will be, if they ever do again.
Yeah.
They should do another portable console.
Oh,
I
I
know,
love
they
them
just-
when they do, but it's just they never sell.
Yeah, I don't see it
Well,
Because
happening.
they don't support it the way they should.
Yeah, like just don't be a screw up about it and do a good release of it and market it well.
They would need to
Well,
not
it
forget
was
about it.
marketing.
Yeah.
Marketing, and then also them actually producing games for it, because they gave up on it really fast.
Yeah.
It's like what they did with the Wii U, pretty much, is what they did with the Vita. They pretty much made it backwards compatible with a bunch of their old games. They're like, we're not going to make anything new, but hey, it plays everything we made before.
But anyways, back to the topic. So I didn't vote for Horizon Forbidden West. Maybe if I actually played the first one, I'd be more excited for it. My second choice would have been Pokemon Diamond Pearl remake because I do want to revisit those games. I haven't played them in over 10 years. So revisiting them would be fun, but just the Pokemon Legends Arceus and just how different it is. It's going to be, and I'm kind of looking forward to them actually fleshing out a lot of the lore on how everything started.
Yeah.
So
it definitely is going to be a nice breath of fresh air to have a Pokemon game that isn't just beat 8 gym leaders and beat the Elite Four.
Would you say that it would be a Breath of the Wild?
Don't ruin that game for me, please.
Everybody keeps making graphics comparisons between the remakes to the Link's Awakening and then Arceus to Breath of the Wild.
It's almost like games don't have grass in them or something.
Well, I mean, the Zelda games do look better, but...
Yeah, it's because Nintendo made it. They'd make better games for their own system.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just more excited about Arceus because I got burnt out on old Pokemon formula because it just didn't feel like they made anything new. It always felt the same to me, so...
Every game with green grass is Breath of the Wild. Even Genshin Impact.
So, what did you vote for, Callie? Kenna?
Kenna, yeah, I'm very hyped. That's my most hyped game of this entire year.
Sell the game to me. Why should I play it?
All right, so Kenna Bridge of Spirits.
It looks like DreamWorks.
It looks like they took the soot spirits from Spirited Away and turned them into a collectible item that you have to go around the game and find. And they turned your weapons and abilities. You're basically a shaman that's going around finding these little soot spirits and trying to cleanse the land, as far as I could tell. There's not a whole lot of games with that are like that. So Shaman King is one of my favorite animes, and I really liked Spirited Away, so it's kind of like a mix of those two things. So I'm very hyped that we get a new Shaman King. They're rebooting it this year for the anime. Oh, is my cat? Do you feel better now? Oh, you're over there? He's drinking. Poor little guy. He's had a rough day.
Poor Callie's cat.
Yeah, poor diabetic cat. Don't recommend. Very expensive. Lots of love needed. Canterbury Spirits is... It looks open world, but not. It looks like a more focused game. More like a Darksiders or a Zelda than an open world game.
Fun experience.
Yeah.
And it's only supposed to be $40, which is definitely a plus.
$40 on release, and free PS5 upgrade if you buy the PS4 edition.
It looks great, in my opinion. I love the art style, and looks like it's gonna have a lot of little emotion behind it,
Oh yeah,
just like a Disney movie.
I mean, I bought a shirt and a pen. I wear the shirt all the time. I mean, I'm really hyped for it, guys. When that game comes out, I'm gonna take time off work and just stream the whole thing until I beat it.
August, right?
Yes. I was supposed to come out this month, and they delayed it. Hashtag COVID.
Yeah, as with pretty much everything.
Yeah.
I suppose, to some degree.
Yep.
So
I see.
Have we gotten a release date on the Horizon Zero Dawn?
Next year, duh. If you think that that's coming out, or Final Fantasy 16, or God of War 2 this year, no. None of those are coming this year.
Oh, they talked about it, like, they dropped a trailer at the big PS5 reveal, right?
Yeah, but
it's been a while since we've heard anything about it.
It's gonna come out next year. Like the games for PS5 this year. You got Returnal next month. You got Ratchet and Clank and Kenna and Deathloop. That's it. That's your PS5 games.
Probably E3 time this summer, they'll announce something that's going to be big.
Yeah.
It'll come out in 2024, probably. Something.
Who knows what, though? So, Nick, you voted for Ratchet and Clank and Horizon Forbidden West. Which one are you really into?
I was thinking about Ratchet and Clank, and then I was like, oh yeah, Horizon's coming out eventually.
Ratchet and Clank, I think the the remake or whatever you call it, the one that came out in 2016, I think it was. I thought I
yeah.
saw some article where that game is free now.
Absolutely. For the month of March, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
You
you don't
get it
have to
on
have PS
PlayStation Network.
Plus,
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
is cool.
all you have to
You
do
guys
is just
didn't
have
know.
a PlayStation account and you get it for free.
Which that is a great game. I got
It's
the
really
platinum
fun.
for that.
It's
and
a really fun
enjoyed-
game. It's
I
short
still need to
too.
watch that movie.
Well, the new
The movie's good too.
that PS4 game is a game based on the movie based on the game.
Yeah.
Yep. But the movie looks gorgeous, and the game looks like the movie. So
Yeah, I think it'd be good. I mean, I played that one. It's just short, like 15 hours. So
yeah,
I
like
played it
all
too. It's
the
fun.
Ratchet and Clanks are just little short, sweet experiences.
not
I
like
love
Ease
'em.
9 that takes like 50 hours.
Well, the old games of East, you look at them and they're like a shorter, more focused experience, and then you go to East. I guess 8 probably started it. I've yet to play it, but 9 is definitely an open world experience, and it loses some of that short focus charm, but it offers a bunch of the replayability that you find in like more modern RPGs and stuff with min maxing and all that.
You know, there's another RPG announcement that happened this week. They're bringing Soul Nomad and the World Eaters
Oh yes,
and Phantom Brave to the Switch, physical edition.
yep, and a
That's
collector's
great.
bundle.
What's the other one?
Soul Nomad and the World Eaters. They're both strategy RPGs.
And Phantom
Oh.
Brave.
Yep.
Never heard of that first one.
Yeah, you have.
Phantom Brave,
Eric
I-
talks about it all the time.
Eric's played it. It's pretty awesome. You can do just about anything in that game. It seems
What
like
console was it on?
PlayStation 2.
Yeah, PS2. They're bringing
Both
both
of
of them to the Switch, physical editions. And No More Heroes 1 and 2 are getting a collector's edition physical for the Switch. I am buying that.
So now all the No
Yep.
More Hero games are on the Switch.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Let's see.
Nice.
Do I have it?
It's a Nippon Ichi software game.
Soul Nomad.
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess
That's
I do
it.
have it.
Yeah, Inachi's like, what the hell is that? Oh, I have it. And the other one's Phantom Brave.
I got a problem, okay?
Did
I
you?
got Phantom
now,
Brave.
Did
now
you-
if only you had time to play them.
Yeah.
I know, exactly.
Did you lose any Skylanders this week like you did last week?
Did I lose what?
Well, you had the Skylander get opened on stream last week by accident.
Oh.
Yep.
yeah.
No, he hasn't opened anymore, but I did hey, look at it. It still has this little seal on it.
Wow.
You there.
It's new from GameStop. And this is their little plastic seal.
Wow.
So you must have got it like fresh.
No, this I did not have this originally, so I probably bought it from someone, but they never played
Never
it
opened.
apparently.
Awesome.
Huh.
That's a lucky find.
Yeah, it is.
No, I did sell a whole bunch of Imaginator sets, and I made over $1,000 in the last like 4 days from
Nice.
Imaginators on Skylanders.
Wow, I should be doing that instead of streaming.
No, you shouldn't, because I need the market on there. I still have 4 more sets.
All right. Well,
You
Einachi
didn't have any
does,
competition here.
Einachi does donate a lot to my channel, so I'll keep doing what I'm doing.
Yes, we
Let him run
we
his
need
monopoly.
you so I don't have to buy these bad games.
Got it.
Apparently, I do buy them anyways.
That,
I'm not
that
saying it's a bad game, but
no, I've heard it's good.
I think a lot of people, it got rarer over time, but it was kind of like one of Eric's hidden gems or something.
I've lost track of what's a hidden gem anymore. If it's talked about
Okay.
enough, is it a hidden gem or is it just a game that you
Yeah.
can't find anywhere?
Yeah.
One the same.
Oh, that is, yeah, okay.
He covers a lot of less covered games.
so $27 game.
Yep,
That's not bad.
with Phantom Brave.
I'll
Back
tell
in
you
the
what's
time,
a crazy trend right now is like I overpriced a whole bunch of Nintendo DS games, and they're all selling.
Yeah.
pretty fast too.
Nintendo DS is skyrocketing.
Yeah, especially right now. Like I was pricing things like, $9-10 more than what they, should be, and they still.
Yeah, if you look
Yeah.
at the Dragon Quest remakes for the DS, those are some prime examples. They're going for like, I think 6 is going for like $100 now.
Ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm gonna get the DS version of Final Fantasy IV because that's where I actually beat it, and I
Yeah.
enjoyed it. And but I went and looked at the other Dragon Quest games because I was like, I would love to just have those so I could go back through the series. And I was like, oh crap, there went my light. I've got my light hooked up to my PlayStation because I use all my USBs. But
All the USBs.
yeah, but anyway, yeah. So all the Dragon Quest remakes are like $60 to $70, something like that nowadays.
Yeah, they're
It-
crazy.
That's
Yeah.
for. I think the only one that wasn't that high was like Dragon Quest 9.
Yeah.
Well, which is actually getting up there too. I mean, like
Yeah, it's going up.
like a year ago, it was maybe about $20 to $30 max. I'm seeing it up to like $50 right now.
Yeah, because people probably started buying it like, oh, it's the only Dragon Quest I can afford. So,
Yeah.
Which I think is honestly probably the most underrated Dragon Quest in the mainline series.
Which one?
I just felt
9.
like
9?
It's different from the other ones because you make your own character.
I felt like it lost some of its character because of that.
Oh, I
It
see what you
did.
did there.
Yeah, thank you. But I'll say the combat and everything, the overall story was pretty good. Like for having like a create your own character and everything, the story's pretty good.
Cool.
Yeah, I think you and I were talking about this on your stream, Nick, but their Final Fantasy bought, I forget the name of the studio, and they were going to remake some of their games or whatever.
Oh, yeah, some
Oh,
I do
mobile,
kind of-
terrible garbage developer.
Well, I was going to say that I hope it is Dragon Quest so that we can have, and that
Affordable.
it's for the Switch, so that we can have affordable copies of those games
Right.
again.
Yeah, I mean,
would be-
obviously there's a market for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't make it like Fire Emblem and every single game is ungodly expensive.
Yeah,
Right.
Jesus, that's if you want to talk about expensive games, look at the original English release of Fire Emblem on the Game Boy Advance, which I know
No,
you
like-
have, a Nashi.
I was so glad
Yeah.
that I had these when I did.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
and
pay
Eric
more than
both.
$30 a piece for these.
What's it called? I'll do a bot check.
Blazing Sword.
No.
Well, it's
Fire Emblem is just Fire Emblem.
Yep. That's the English
Oh,
release.
God, $280.
Yeah.
And then
That's
And,
Path of
uh,
Oh,
Radiance.
it's
Sacred
Path of
Stones.
Radiance. Hold on. Path of Radiance is $280 now?
Yeah. The GameCube games are over 200.
Jeez.
Well,
There you go.
To $190.
yeah, they're just expensive SF. And I'm sure the DS games will be going up here shortly. if they
COVID
haven't
prices are
already.
never going to go down, are they?
I sold
I don't
like
I don't think they are.
bought-
Golden Sun. Oh,
I think the only COVID prices that are going to go down are just common games that are not specialty at all. Just common trash.
yeah, Golden
We'll go
Sun
back.
is $91 now.
It was 80 a couple months back.
Jeez.
But that's complete in box.
So,
For a
Drew,
GBA game, that's
if
not
you
bad.
when we're getting these prices in our price charting, part of our Discord, we actually could do !PC, type the game name or !HLTV, and it will tell you the price of the game at the current time or how long to beat it. So that's a nice feature that our good buddy Lane up there set up for us.
Me and Hope tried to do a Metacritic, but it involved scraping HTML, and it was a huge pain, so we kind of gave up.
Yeah, I think you streamed actually trying to set it up.
Yeah, we tried to get it to work, but it was just not something that could be. The problem with scraping is as soon as they update the web page, it's pretty much a guaranteed gonna break your code.
So just do it every
Unless you-
single day. It's fine.
Yeah, if only. I mean, if you guys want to give me a full-time job of updating Eternia bot, then we can talk. But
I mean, Metacritic doesn't get updated very often, right?
We'll give you $12 a month.
Don't think that's gonna quite cut it.
Okay, you drive a hard bargain.
$13.
We can take the negotiations offline.
$12.55.
Yeah.
All right, what are we doing
Yeah,
next?
unfortunately, Metacritic doesn't have an API that's under 5 years old and works.
Wow.
So yeah, that's been our experience so far with that.
Oh, in less than a month it was changed. Okay.
Yeah. Hope actually had it working, but yeah, like I said, as soon as they change the HTML on the web page, your scraping code's gonna break.
That's still pretty funny. Just to be able to see all the games less than 89.
Yeah, if only.
If only. So, what are we doing next? Talk about what we played this week? Any other topics to
Sure.
discuss?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Hey, Nashi, why don't we start with you? Did you get to play games this week?
I've been playing Bravely Default 2.
Oh,
Why is this not charging?
It's great.
Why is it not in the
My
trash?
battery's gonna die.
We're joking. There was a picture of
How dare you, Callie?
of Hope throwing it in the garbage earlier today.
How dare you?
I want to buy it. I'll play it eventually. It looks good. We're just trying to play the
It's
Metacritic
a fun
joke.
game.
Sorry.
It is a real fun game. I'm enjoying it. The music's great. I do like the graphics. I don't mind the chibi graphics. You know, it's just like the Bravely Default 1, and yeah, it's just a good, solid, average JRPG that doesn't have a very exciting story yet. But you don't really get the full story until the very end of it, apparently. I'm in the second area now, and I just grinded the crap out of all the jobs. So my guys all have level 10 jobs.
Yay.
I like one thing is the ship mechanic, where you can send your ship out, and then in
Yes.
12 hours you get a bunch of items that you can increase your experience and stats and stuff. Just kind of
Oh.
nice. So you can get experience even when you're not playing the game.
Yeah, you get a
Just
lot
put
of
it in sleep
experience
mode.
orbs that could increase your stats and everything, which is kind of crazy. So the longer that you play the game, the more that you can, without even going out, you can just make yourself pretty godly.
Yeah,
so it's like hands-off grinding.
Yeah,
sort of. Yeah.
but I did grind a lot on there. I mean, that's what I was doing while we were doing the podcast, was just kind of grinding, so I don't have to, I'll keep the story to when I actually want to pay attention to it, but I could grind when I'm doing other things. But yeah, just really good game so far.
Nice.
It's definitely worth an 89 on Metacritic. Wait, that's not a good thing, is it?
No.
No.
We might need to tweak our scale about a little bit. I think 90 is a bit excessive. But I mean, I can't argue with the great and all-knowing, I suppose.
It's such a joke at this point. Like, I don't know if we can make it stop. Like, it's...
That's true.
I think if the number's green, it's worth buying.
Yeah.
Hope says, I'm glad you understand, Lane.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't
Okay.
argue with those of superior intelligence.
Of course you can't argue with PhDs at work all the time. I'll tell them they're wrong to their face. I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay, what else you play, Nashi? Where's that at?
That's actually it. I actually played maybe, I don't know, maybe I actually paid attention to about 4 hours of the game.
Did you beat Grandia?
No, it's
You gotta freaking Grandia.
most likely I probably will never beat it,
What?
That breaks my heart.
No.
Sad.
because it's just me, because when I actually get off of the game, I have a hard time going back to it without starting over.
That sounds awful.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm the
Oh, and
same way, but yeah.
I was pretty far into it, but then it's like this. Like
Yeah,
I
see ya,
got Bravely
Drew.
Default 2, and I'm like,
Thanks for
I gotta
stopping
play it.
by. Let's do a
Yeah,
bunch of
thanks for the
emotes
raid.
for Drew. Let's
Drew, later, bud.
do tons of PogChamp. That's what we're
Thanks
supposed to
for
do,
stopping
right?
by. Have a
Let's-
good one.
Let's flood the thing with PogChamp. Let's go. There we go. Look at all that. Look at that.
Is there a new PogChamp?
Yeah, it's the lizard head. It's permanent. It's permanent.
Oh god.
That looks so stupid.
Yeah, I like the old PogChamp. Too bad the guy was involved in some stuff.
There are Dorito emotes.
Why?
OMG.
Yeah, Dorito.
Yes.
So many good
Anyways.
ones. Anyway, thank you, Drew, for the raid. Thanks for
Yeah,
the
we
raid.
appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Char, for the follow. Robin DeGrace for the follow. Awesome. Lane, what'd you play?
Same as Ainashi, Bravely Default 2.
Cool. Tell
Is
us
that all
about
you
it.
played?
Yeah. I played maybe an hour or two of Persona 5 Strikers, but I don't know. It's not my
Yeah.
thing.
I think it's pretty good.
It's
all
good.
right.
It's
A lot of
good.
text. A lot of text.
I don't think it's bad. It's just I don't think it's for me. So
All
yeah,
right.
I just been playing Bravely Default 2 when I have
So let me
time.
ask you, Lane, what is your class setup for Bravely Default 2?
Right now I think I'm pretty I think I'm kind of following what is kind of the standard. I have Seth as is it the Vanguard, the tank class. I have what's her name? Gloria as the white mage. I have Elvis as the black mage still. And I had Adele as freelancer up until I got Monk, and then I put freelancer as her sub job. I think I got it to like level 7. So let's see. I think the last ability I got with her was I think it was like self healing, where you can drop some status effects at the end of the battle, which is pretty good.
So have
It
you been
seems
putting side jobs in there and everything, leveling up the other jobs for sub?
not quite yet. I'm kind of waiting until I get some more jobs, because right now I feel like I kind of have like I just been kind of focusing on one job for each character to try and get that level really high, I guess. But I think as soon as maybe some more options become available to me, then I'll start to kind of experiment a little bit, because I think right now I only have, other than freelancer, I think I only have 4 jobs right now. It's just the ones that I've mentioned so far. But yeah, what about you? What have you been building your characters to?
So I will have right now be like I've played 2 characters at Vanguards, and those are both of them are 11. And then I have Black Mage and White Mage on Elvis at 10 each, and then same with Gloria. She has
Nice.
both of those at 10 each also. And so I'll have Gloria as the White Mage, Elvis as the Black Mage, but they both could heal if needed.
Oh,
And
nice.
then I'm working on getting also every character. Basically, I want Kira and Raze on every character. So
That's
if I
smart.
need to switch to White Mage sub jobs, I can and still have those abilities.
Yeah, that's smart. You've had a little bit more time to grind than I have. I think my highest job level is like 7.
Yeah, I grind when I'm, building out a bunch of servers and other things.
Nice. Yeah, the game is fantastic. I really like it. It's definitely I like the characters. They all kind of have their individuality to some extent. I would say that the main character is kind of a blank slate. He's not very interesting yet, but I like Elvis and Adele in particular. I think are pretty colorful characters. So yeah, it's a fun game.
How's the frame rate? Is it pretty good?
I see no problem. I'm in
Yeah,
handheld,
it seems.
but I'm fine with
seems
30
decent.
FPS myself. So
Oh, okay.
It's like
Yeah, it's
30,
definitely not
60.
a graphical marvel by any stretch of the imagination, but
There's
think it
no
looks good.
stuttering. There's no artifacts.
That's what I meant. There's no
nothing like that.
stuttering. Okay, that's
yeah, for sure.
The art style kind of reminds me of like the DS remakes of Final Fantasy 3 and 4, kind of. Just like better graphics.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
I like the passive abilities that you can get. And I haven't tried it yet, but I think you can have, maybe you know Inashi, but I think you can have passive abilities from jobs that you don't have as your main or secondary job, as long as you've leveled them up to that point. Is that a correct statement, or am I completely off the mark there?
I'm sorry. Someone just asked me a question from work.
Oh,
What's
fine.
up?
I was wondering, like, you know how you have the passive abilities, right?
Yeah.
Do you have to have those two like your main and sub jobs equipped to get those passive abilities, or can you pick from anything that you've leveled up?
Yeah. You have
can?
to have it equipped to get those.
Oh,
passes.
you do. Okay. I suppose that might be a little over OP if you
Oh yeah, then you just grind out every single one, get all their passives, and then
get like all the best passive abilities for each. Yeah, that would be OP.
Yeah, the amount of grinding needed to do the true final Millennium Tower and Yakuza Like a Dragon is stupid. You have to have level 99 on every character and then like level 99 on their jobs. And
wow.
even then it's super hard. Like, who was talking about it in Discord today? Somebody was talking about that.
Well, it doesn't seem like Yakuza's got too many difficulty spikes throughout the game from what I've seen.
No, yesterday I fought a Roomba. That was hilarious.
I saw that.
You fought a Roomba.
A giant Roomba that sucked up everybody, including a cat with a fish in its mouth. And just sucked up everybody, and then you had to defeat it by destroying its coffee makers and then stopping it before it electrocuted you to death.
Well, in that game Synthetic, there's a giant Roomba strapped to like a mother lode with dynamite in the game. And it's called a Doomba.
Wow. Well, this was called
Genius.
Sojimaru. It was called Sojimaru, which I think literally means robot vacuum. And they even make fun of it. They're like, isn't that just dumb calling it a robot vacuum as a name? And they're like, no, it's science. I should make a highlight of that section. It was hilarious.
Science.
Had to invest 1 million yen to be able to freaking do the quest.
Oh, Lord.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
But
nothing,
that's nothing
though.
for you.
Now, rank 1, Ichiban Holdings, President Kasuga. People come up to me, they're like, who's this low-level scum? Like, I'm the president of the biggest company in Yokohama. Get bent.
I
Would
think
you
I
like
might
to see
get
my
that game.
satellite?
Yeah, the satellite. You fire my lasers.
I think I might get like a Yakuza Like a Dragon after I finish.
It's so
I
good.
will,
Bravely
eventually.
I'm
It's-
waiting for it to come on Switch.
Never
Ah.
happening. That'll never happen.
Hey, Switch
good luck
Pro.
with that.
You
There
never know.
are no Yakuza games on the Switch.
Hey, I mean, it's on Xbox now. So
Yeah, they just put
I
it on
mean,
Xbox.
never
not
say
too long
never.
ago.
Yeah, because
It wasn't there before.
Microsoft spends money on that stuff. Nintendo's like, you will pay us.
See, the thing is, like, they would have to make some accommodations to make it run on handheld, and I don't think Yakuza. I
The
don't
game
know.
already
They've
runs like
worked
trash on
Pro.
the Series X. I mean,
You never know what that's going to give you.
no, I don't. We'll find
I think
out.
I read something online where the PS4 to PS5 upgrade for Yakuza Like a Dragon had some issues.
Yeah, I
And,
heard
like,
about
they had to
that.
apologize for it or something.
Thank goodness I bought the Series X version.
Yeah.
And I still haven't beaten it, even though it's been out for like 4 months. Welcome to Cali. Chronicles, we keep playing the same game forever and never beat it.
Well, it's pretty. I'm gonna look at it, see how long.
Well, when
it
you
is.
play musical chairs with 5 different things a week,
Yep,
it's hard to.
yep.
RPGs are an investment.
Yakuza Like Dragon main story 46.5 hours, main and extra 64.
The best part's the side quests,
Yeah.
though. Those side quests are hilarious.
I like the summons.
Oh
They're
yeah,
funny.
the pound mates. Oh yeah, the pound mates are. I got a new one. I got a new pound mate last night.
The,
It's the
the
mascot.
lobster.
Oh, the
The
lobster's great.
lobster. Crustacean devastation.
Yeah, crustacean damnation. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, something like that.
So
Crustacean
good.
devastation would have been better.
Yeah.
So good. What else you play, Lane?
That's it.
Oh,
Not a ton of gaming this week.
Nick.
Yeah.
Did you play anything?
Yes. I've been playing. Well, let me. I've been playing Destiny Connect TikTok Travelers, which
Really?
is a Nippon Ichi software game, and it's very charming and very kid oriented. You play as Sherry, the little girl on his arm there, but uh, it's basically you fight a bunch of little robots that come to life, and they're all like n- based off of some household appliance. Like you fight a blender, and it's called Blendever, almost
Nice.
like Endeavor from. Anyway, Hero Academia, but it's like every enemy you face is like that. It's just cute little game, not too hard. Has a little bit of customization with like gears and equipment modifiers and stuff, but it's just a very straightforward RPG. And I kind of got it so I could play it with my nephews, but it's a cute little game, and it started off very mediocre, and the camera, I gotta say, does not do well in the main character's house.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty. It will get hung on a chair and like force it like inches from your character's face. I'm like, ugh. But and once you get outside of that and through the initial shock of not having any voice acting, it's an okay game. It's
It's $30 on Amazon or about 20 to 25 on eBay.
Yeah, yeah, it's not a bad game. It's great for kids if you want to something to just pop in your Switch and hand off to a toddler. Just keep them from drooling on the joysticks, and you should be fine.
Understood.
But I've been having a lot of fun with that in between some other games like Final Fantasy VI. I
Yeah.
just started that.
You
That
like it, yeah?
is, yes, I love it, and the characters they each have like their own personality. They really stand out. They each have their own unique skills. There's lots of character to each and every one of them. They have like different reactions and everything. Uh, and then there's like little mini games. It's still mostly like combat focused, but it's got little things to change it up, almost like Super Mario RPG that keep it interesting. And like in the very beginning, you're fighting off some guards, and you've got some Moogles that come help you. So you've got to like strategize where to put them to hold off the guards while you're protecting Terra. And that's at the very beginning. So, and then there's one point where you have to choose which way you're going to go on a raft down a river, and it reminds me a lot of like the mini games in Super Mario RPG. And then like you've got the relics to help choose your builds for each character. That way you don't really have to go back and change their equipment all the time. You can really focus on like two pieces and change the whole party dynamic pretty much. And I just got to the part where you get to choose your scenarios. I was not expecting that in Final Fantasy VI, and I love the characters, the scenarios they find themselves in. Um, just found the Phantom Train, did that
Did you
section.
suplex it?
Yes.
No, because
Ah.
I didn't realize how to.
Start over.
I know. I was like, oh, so I can go in the status to find out Sabin's move set, and which is pretty cool to me. I like it. I was like, I'm sure if I just like search a bookshelf or something, I'm gonna find a hidden art or something for Sabin. And then I just went to the stats and I was like, oh, so that's where it was. Well, crap. But anyway, It's like each character has their own unique skills and everything. Everything feels tailored to make them individual character that really stands out in the story. And there's
Some of the
so many
characters
of
are
them.
like really broken early in the game, like Edgar.
Yeah,
Like, jeez, he
I
does
was
so
like
much
auto
damage.
crossbow everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
early
It's
game
like
is the way to go.
I was like, why would I do anything else?
Don't just auto crossbow for days.
And then you get Sabin, and it's like just pummel ignores enemy defense. It's like instant 300 damage when your basic melee attacks dealing like 60, 70 for most characters, and you're like broken. But it's a great game. I love the sprite work, the backgrounds, everything. So far, it's probably my favorite 2D game so far. So I love it. Can't wait to get back to it. Uh, and I'll be streaming more of it. So if anybody's interested, you can catch me on Twitch. And then I also completed, well, not completed, finished, because completion would take forever in this game. East 9. Beat the story. It's a great finale. I kind of saw it coming, kind of not. There's a little bit more, and it's not. It has like it doesn't just come out of nowhere. It's there from the beginning if you pay attention to it, but it's something easily missed. But it also throws back to like the classic East games and some of Adol's previous adventures, like multiple references all throughout the game. So if you are an East lover, this is like the plot line for you.
Oh yeah, it's so cool when they're like, "Hey, you remember that?" And they have Adol comment about it.
Yeah, it's well, it also plays into the overall arcing plot, not just a reference here or there. So I'll leave that there. This is like the first, well, East game I've seen any continuity. I'm not the best example because I've only played two, but yeah, good story, great combat. Loses a little bit of its direction with the open worldness of the game, but it's still a great game that you can just rush through if you want to. If it does have like a little meter to fill before you go to the next area, but as long as you do the side quest, you'll fill that meter, don't have to worry about it. And the side quests feel like they are pertinent to the overarching
They're
plot.
important to the
So
story. Yeah, you get
yeah,
actual
I was like,
rewards, like characters in your party and stuff.
yeah, and like it plays into like the big plot. And it's like the further you go in the game, the more important the side quests are. And I'm like, I feel sorry for anybody that skips over them because I feel like they are missing a big chunk of plot.
I mean, that's the way
Because,
Cold Steel is. If you skip a lot of the quests, you miss a ton of story.
yeah, see, that's one of the trophies for Falcom's Platinum for this game is talking and getting all the journal entries, which you have to get by interacting with all the characters, all the side quests, and everything, which is very tedious for a trophy. I hate that, but I see why they did it. They want them to see how much work went into this game. There is so much character development and just information that you can gather.
So my question, who's your favorite monstrum?
Kratos.
I don't know. Oh, really?
Yes.
Really?
The Edgelord.
He is my least favorite of all of them by a
He
long
wants to
shot.
kill everybody.
I hate him.
He's a badass.
Wow, I like Anamona the best. Just as a character, I'm only on chapter
She's
5.
very matter of factly.
Yeah, I'm very matter of
Yeah.
fact. So we jive.
Krisha grows on you. She feels like your Morgana from Persona 5, pretty much.
Oh
your
yeah,
narrator.
well she is a cat, so
Yeah, so it's very similar for like half the game, but she grows on you towards the end, and like every character has some character growth that you see, even if Kratos isn't like until the very end, pretty much.
well
But
his character growth is he hates everything. He's an edgelord.
Exactly. He is the Lord of Edge. I love it. He cracks me up all the time. I always like the characters that have a stark contrast to the rest of the party. They're the ones that stand out. I mean, I like all my happy-go-lucky, super friendly group, but it's nice to have that one person to stick in the mud to really throw some perspective on the group. Kind of like Amaranth,
Ah, yeah.
yeah, for Final Fantasy 9. He helps to show like Zidane's growth in the game, so it's kind of nice for a contrast. And plus, Kratos just cracks me up all the time.
I don't like him. He's a jerk.
That's why he's so funny.
What else did you
But
play?
I think that's about it.
Are we playing Diablo Sunday night?
Yeah, I've got Diablo downloaded.
Lane,
I'm down.
you're down? Hey, Nashi.
Wait, Sunday night?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be fine.
And I will
AEW
be.
Revolution.
Oh, you're going to something. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
wrestling.
yeah.
Okay, I only played 3 games this week. I beat Immortals like the day before the last podcast. That was a good game. Yakuza Like a Dragon just continues to impress me. It's very good. It's very good. Played some more Ys 9. But I decided that, playing all these different games is something I've never done in my entire life. I looked back to last year, and the amount of games that I beat in 2020 in 1 year is more than I have beaten in any other single year, probably since I was like 13. I don't play a lot of games to completion, so last year was very out of character for me, to the point to where it kind of messed me up. So I've decided I'm going to do a lot of one-shot adventures, to where if I feel like playing something, I'll play it once, stream it once, and then just never play it again.
You and Eric.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But I am going to get back into something that I'm obsessed with: card games. I was a Magic judge for years. I played Magic the Gathering so much. I mean, I've spent shit tons of money on that game. I started playing Legends of Runeterra, and I think that it is the best implementation of a card game electronically I've ever played. I've played Magic Online. I've played Hearthstone. I've played like several mobile ones. This one, I am legit. I love it. So that's why instead of playing an RPG tomorrow, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to play this game for like 12 hours. There's a new event this week, and you can get so many cool things by completing these things. So I'm going to work on getting that done. I'm going to work on getting good enough to where I can compete in their tournaments, because I used to be really good at Magic. I'm good at seeing and calculating percentage chances of different things, the way decks are. So once I learn how all the different cards and meta and everything works, I hope I can compete in the big tournaments. I'd really, really like to do that. So I played that game for like 3 days.
I'm pretty interested in trying that game because I was a pretty hardcore Hearthstone player at one point.
It's so much better than every card has haste. You can't just spam units. So when you cast one ally, which is like a creature, your opponent gets a chance to cast a creature, and you can't do more than one action at a time. So you can't be like, I'm going to play like 10 things and then my opponent does nothing. No, for every one thing you play, they could do something. And if you play something, so on their turn, they could just decide to go straight to combat. There's not even a main phase. You can't play anything else right before combat. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, gotcha. So like Hearthstone, it's pretty easy. Like if you're not playing tempo, you can really overwhelm your opponent.
That can't happen in this.
That makes sense.
It fixes the problems. It has so you get 1 mana each turn like Hearthstone, but if you don't use your mana up to 3, it stores it until next turn. You could use it for spells.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's so much. God, it's so good. Oh, I just want to play it right now.
You had my interest, but now you have my attention.
Yeah, it's so good, Lane.
What console is it on?
It's on, well, I
PC.
played on PC,
iOS.
PC. Okay.
but it's on
Phones.
PC and phones. I've been playing it on phones during breaks just against AI so I can get quests done, because I really want to get good at this. I really want to play it a couple days a week and just really, I have so much fun. I literally getting to not have to play a game that requires me to pay attention to the story or do anything and just sit there and listen to music and chat and play cards, which is great. I love it. It's not an MMO. Like right now, I could go stop everything and go play Final Fantasy 14 or WoW and ignore the world forever. But I won't do that.
It's made by the same people that did League of Legends,
Yes,
right?
it's Riot. Same
They
characters too.
They've always been really good about balancing their game, usually.
Yeah, it's very well balanced. Like you can make an aggro deck, you can make mid range, you can make control, you can make combo. There's so many different options.
That's very hard to do in a game, in a card game.
And they just had a new set come out Wednesday, and it's got 110 new cards. That really made.
Can you build a pretty decent deck like right off the bat, or do you kind of have to like?
I spent $5
play a
and
lot
made
to
a
get more
deck.
better cards.
I spent $5 and built a deck that I've won against several other players with. So
That's not bad.
yeah, you could even build like the top tier decks for like less than $20.
Yeah, because one thing that sucks about Hearthstone, like if you want to play competitively, like you're gonna have to spend either grind a lot at first or spend a lot of money
No, it's really cheap.
to get competitive decks. That's good to know.
Yeah, I highly recommend it.
Sweet.
Wow, the stream must be really far behind because Hope just now commented that Credo was his favorite. That was like minutes ago.
Yeah. I think Hope's just a little behind, but it's okay.
Okay. Oh yeah, because Rem said free games. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can relate with that. I used to spend a lot of money on Hearthstone, but now I'm a little bit better. I have a little bit more self-control.
I spent like $100 on a gotcha game once, and then I was like, yeah, this is dangerous. So I
I
quit.
spent like 120 on Heroes of the Storm when I was playing it a lot.
Yeah. I was like,
Oh, that's
yeah,
a fun game. I played a little bit of Heroes.
I was in the beta. I liked it a lot.
I like it because it was a little bit more casual than most MOBA games are.
Thanks for the
Just
update,
kinda-
Hope.
Just
So
a
yeah,
delayed response.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I played. I'm gonna be playing Runeterra a lot. John's playing Assassin's Creed Scream Like a Viking edition on the big TV on the Series X, so he has that TV. So I'm like, I need a PC game, and that was really what it was that got me to look for this.
Okay.
What else you guys want to talk about?
I don't got anything else.
I'll be starting Curse of the Dead Gods this weekend.
Nice.
Brand new roguelike RPG, so I'll be trying that out. I think it's supposed to be really hard, so we'll see how that goes.
Well, good luck. Well, what else do you want to
Well-
talk about, guys? Or is that it for today?
I don't have anything super interesting to talk about.
Yeah, I think that's about it for me.
Okay, well, people to raid. Look like I have a couple friends online. We also have Soul Bad Greg, Gokuma from
Oh
Discord.
yeah, he's playing
He's playing Retro.
Double Dragon, I think.
Double Dragon, nice.
He's been going through the entire series.
Do you guys have anybody you want me to raid?
I think Super Derek RPGs was streaming a while back.
Yeah,
but
he's
I don't know.
doing
He's streaming.
Tales of Fantasia. Yeah, but I mean, he's already got 55 viewers.
Yeah. I got no one else in mind.
Hey, Nash, you have an opinion? Do you have an opinion on who we should raid? No?
Soul Bad.
You should
Greg
raid that
is streaming.
Eternia Archives people.
Well, we got Soul Bad Greg or Gokuma. So,
Who's this? I know Soul Bad, but who's the other guy?
he's a guy that
Gokuma.
plays lots of retro games. He's in our Discord.
Yeah.
He just doesn't talk much. He's playing
don't know
Double
who that
Dragon right now.
He talks on the stream though.
Yeah, sometimes he pops in.
He's done Zone of the Enders recently.
Yep.
He's done Ninja Gaiden Sigma.
Do we want to go there?
Sure. I haven't
Cool.
heard of him before.
Well, what do you guys want to talk about yourselves? Like any of your last statements before we raid? No? Anything?
If y'all want to play a game of COD, hit me up on 420 Lint Liquor.
Oh my god. 420 Lint Liquor.
Anonymous. Lint Liquor is anonymous. I'm sorry.
You need to put some more X's in your name too.
Yeah.
Right,
You can,
right.
you can find me at 720 no scoped your mom 69.
Wow. I'm just Callie. All right, guys, we're gonna go raid. I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for stopping by.
See you, everybody.
See ya.